Hi guys, so I am approaching camp because I am planning to do some improvements to it and hopefully stay out there or here again pretty soon. I've made a bit of a boo-boo. I've come out without my tripod. Now you're probably thinking, how on earth can you forget something like your tripod? Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing myself. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is bushcraft myself a tripod. Well, I've fashioned myself something. I've managed to cut a piece of pine and it works, sort of. Now I can I'm sort of in shot here. I might have to make a few at various heights, just like dot them around a bit, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I brought my old tarp out with me, so I'm going to use this for collecting loads of leaf littering, because I want to try and get as much leaf litter on this as possible. I am going to make a fire reflector as well, and yeah, they're the two main things that I want to get done today, and so hopefully we will get them. Well, we will get them done, because I ain't going out here until I've got those things done. So, but yeah, this is certainly going to make things more interesting, having to log around as my tripod. Okay, so I've made a second tripod, so at least I've got two different angles. So I've cut another bit of this pine that had fallen down. I've put a couple of notches in because I couldn't quite get this one quite stable. And then this actually is like a tripod, because I've got three supporting posts just around it, just to keep it in place. So yeah, anyway, right, let's actually crack on with what we came out here to do. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to take off some of these branches that I've put on over the top here for now. So I want to make sure I can get as much leaf litter thrown up as possible. Probably do with more sticks as well on the inside, just to fill it out a bit. But anyway, let's crack on. case of filling her up. Oh, just got to rub the bobbin. A lot's going to fall through, but it doesn't matter because we can just scrape that out afterwards and just throw it back up on top. Heavy work all this. Oh, I've found this dead and seriously punky pine log. It's off the same log that I've cut for the little tripods, or well, camera stands, but just needs a bit of cleaning up. So I'm just going to use that log underneath, so when I cut, the weight on this end will, you know, it'll hinge out that way and my saw won't get trapped. But yeah, this is not in great condition, but I'm going to use it for a fire reflector anyway. One. Oh, right. So now I'm gonna sort of work out roughly where I want this fire reflector to go. I'll probably sit about here, so I don't want it too far out. So maybe, you know, maybe we'll have it about there. Just maybe angle it in a little bit more. There we go. I've got a, I don't want it too close, I want to be able to get out. I don't want it so far away that, you know, it's not going to feel the benefit of it. I think there should be about good. I only have small fires, I'll be able to get in and out there pretty okay, I think. So, just gonna get this first stick in. that's the last one. There we go. You can always add the what I've been using for the camera posts, but yeah, it's not bad. You can tie these together with some cord, and yeah, job's a good one. Not bad, eh? So that's about all I've got time for today. So we've chucked loads more leaf litter on top of the shelter. Well, that took quite a while to do. And I built a fire reflector, which, yeah, I'm quite happy, you know, because I can sit back into the shelter and have the fire close enough that I'm going to feel the benefit from it. And hopefully it should trap in some of the heat as well. So all being well, I will come out here next week and do a camp out for the night, and actually use the shelter again, because, you know, spent that time building it in the first place. I've spent all this time adding to it, so I might as well get some use out of it. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I'll end on a note saying YouTube have recently made some changes to their sort of like advertising. Now, what it is that they have done a bit of a crackdown on what videos get monetized and what don't, or what they deem as suitable for not being monetized. Last week's video, the basket weaving one, apparently wasn't suitable for advertising. Now, I've looked into this, and I must admit I was a little bit late on finding this out, but it's hit probably hundreds, if not thousands, of YouTubers and creators on YouTube, and a lot of people are losing a lot of revenue, particularly people, you know, that have got way more subscribers than I have. There's been quite a few channels that have said that they're going to have to close because they're not getting as much revenue in. And last week's video, yeah, alright, it's not had, you know, as many views as a camp out video, but I've usually have a rough idea of how much ad revenue something will get in, you know, a video, and that was seriously knocked back. Now, I won't know until I've edited and uploaded this if this is going to be the same. I sort of suspect it will be. So what's going to be the knock-on effect of that? Well, if I'm not getting as much ad revenue in for the channel, then that's going to sort of like impede on the... I'm getting bombarded by acorns. It's going to impede on the amount of trips that I can do. So at the moment, the little bit of advertising revenue that I get in, I think it's about £70 every 4 months. So it's not a huge amount, but it helps. You know, it helps me get a little bit of new kit, and it helps in terms of the travel costs involved of getting out to places like, you know, coming out here, going to the Peak District, going to the coast. You know, it all costs money, and over time it's just about getting to the point where I'm covering myself in terms of costs. And squirrel. And I was hoping, you know, it was getting to the point where I was just getting a little tiny bit more, so that I could put that away for, you know, further trips, you know, because I'd like to go to Scotland, I'd like to go to Wales. I know in terms of, you know, it doesn't cost all that much to get there, but, you know, when you haven't got a huge amount, it does cost quite a bit. And I had been playing with the idea of going to Norway as well. Maybe not this year now, probably next year. But I'd like to go to Norway and do some wild camping out there. Maybe do like a big 10-day trip or something like that out there, and maybe a week in Scotland, 5 days in Wales, that sort of thing. So yeah. So I've got a couple of patrons as well now, which help support the channel, which is very much appreciated. And the more the patrons I get, the better I can make the channel. So there's a link down below. So if you fancy, donating $1 a month, because it works out, it does it in dollars. I mean, I've got nearly 1,700 subscribers now. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but I don't know, even if 10%, so like donating $1, that's going to help tremendously. And if more do, then I can get rid of the adverts altogether. I can just like unclick the adverts get shown in front of the YouTube videos. Because nobody really likes the adverts, but they're in some respects they're a necessary evil, in terms of for YouTubers getting a bit of revenue in for the time and effort that they put into making these videos. So anyway, that's the situation. So like I say, I'm going to try and get out of here next week, hopefully the beginning of next week. What else? Oh yeah, I'm doing an event at Beaudesert. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is on the 6th, 7th and 8th of October, that weekend, so it's Friday, Saturday, so it's like Friday afternoon through to Sunday lunchtime, I think. I'm going to be doing some survival courses, some bushcraft sort of walkabout talks around the area, and I will be doing a talk on why is sort of like bushcraft important in the 21st century. When we have modern equipment, I'll be doing that on stage, so I'll be talking to a large audience. And as you know, I can talk pretty well, and for a long period of time. I think I'm going to be there for an hour. I'm not sure. I might be the last person on, so I might be able to extend it a little bit. I'll do a bit of a Q&A maybe as well. See how I feel at the time. But anyway, yeah, there was a couple of things that are going on. I'll put a link to that as well down below. So I think the store tickets available for that, and you can also, I think the way it works is you buy your ticket. I think it's like 35 quid for the whole weekend. And that includes the camping, and all the talks and demonstrations. There's there's traders there and all sorts, and then the courses and talks and demonstrations are free, but you have to book on them. So anyway, I'll put the details in the description below, with a link to the site, and yeah, hopefully I might see some of you there. If you do go there, so make sure you say hello. It'd be good to see some of you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.